Hey, what is up, you sexy beast? GhostSickness, Tristan here. Now, I have a hilarious story from sophomore year in high school where my friend and I had the worst idea ever and we executed it. So it was basically a whole week of being super into like spicy foods and spicy challenges and everything like that to prepare for the ghost chili that my friends and I did end up eating, and I'll link that one in the description below. Absolutely hilarious video, guys. I've also eaten a habanero. I'll link that one in the description below. These are some funny videos, but this, I did not actually get on video, but all the stuff in here is absolutely hilarious, and it happened sophomore year around the time I ate the ghost chili. So it was the beginning of sophomore year, and, you know, like I said, we were going to get ready for the ghost chili, so I ordered it on Amazon, the only place I could fucking find it. Couldn't find it anywhere online or anything like that. So one morning during the week, my friend and I are dared to take a spoonful of this hot sauce, right? You know, I think we were like paid $1 for it or something. Yeah, it was like $1 or $5. And so what we decided to do was we decided to, fucking, you know, our group of friends or whatever was going to pay us like $1 or $5. I don't remember. It's just a small amount of money to have a spoonful of this incredibly hot sauce that we'd also tested, you know, earlier in the week and stuff like that my friend brought, because he said, hey dude, my dad has this insanely hot sauce and I really want you guys to try it. And I had a name like just fucking like asshole fucker or something. I don't know what it was called, but it was called, you know, like something crazy, like, you know, it's just not going to be good for you. So we get plastic spoons one morning before school, and we're all gathered around and everything like that in the commons, and we're ready to take this hot sauce. Now, my friend had brought fucking pudding for us to eat afterwards. I don't know why pudding, but he had brought pudding for us to eat afterwards after we had this fucking spoonful of hot sauce, and it was just fucking horrible idea. Also did a funny video last year, which is where I took a shot, a lot more than a spoonful. I took a shot of Tabasco sauce on a stream, and it was almost as stupid of an idea. So similar to that concept, but this was a lot hotter than Tabasco sauce, my bad. So we're like, the morning of, he has his pudding ready, you know, it's at our feet and everything like that, and we have, you know, fucking extra spoons for that, because of course we're not going to use the same fucking spoons, God. So, you know, we put out our spoons, and, you know, like I said, it's just a friend and I, and then the other friend, you know, fills the spoons full with fucking hot sauce, and so we're like, oh no, this is bad, this is real bad, this is just dumb. And so we're like, you know, 1, 2, 3, bottoms up, and, you know, we put the spoons in our mouths, and it's like instant regret. We're like, oh no, and when you know, you just done fucked up, right? So we put the spoons in our mouth, and we drink the hot sauce, and our mouths, obviously, clearly, you guys know what happens next, are just completely on fire. Now, we waited a sec to get into the pudding. It wasn't like super panic frenzy mode or whatever, but we waited a sec to get into the fucking pudding. But dude, once we got into the pudding, like, it did not help at all. Like, we totally wished, you know, the sugar or something in it, or, you know, because dense would, you know, slightly carry down some of the spicy stuff, the capsaicin, but no, it didn't help shit at all. I mean, it tasted great, and it did not help shit at all. So we eat the pudding, and we're just like, oh god, feeling fucking miserable. You know, it makes you salivate a lot, so we ended up, you know, spitting in the trash cans nearby. People are just looking at us super weird, because we're basically we're crying in the commons, eating super hot sauce, like freaking out, our eyes, you know, watering. It was just absolutely awful. So we're like, oh god, you know, what do we do? So we're just like, oh shit, man, we're out of pudding, man. Water's not gonna help us. We don't have any milk. Like, oh my god, what do we do? So, you know, we're trying to tough it out. We're trying to breathe it out and everything like that. Then the bell rings. We have to go to class, right? So, you know, a few of my friends and I, we go to our first period class. And so, we get to our first period class, and everybody's, like, looking at me because my eyes are fucking watering insanely, and everybody's like, dude, you know, were you crying this morning? Like, what the fuck is wrong? And I'm like, no, I just had the hottest motherfucking hot sauce. I'm like, oh, were you a bitch? And like, no, you guys don't understand. This hot sauce is fucking horrible. And I just had a spoonful of it. They're like, oh, shit, why'd you do that? I'm like, it was for a bet. So I basically explained that to them, and, you know, I won the $5 or whatever it was, is some Peasley amount. Not really that big of a deal. And I'm pretty sure it was chocolate pudding, by the way, just in case you're asking. I don't remember if it's chocolate or vanilla, but I'm pretty damn sure it was chocolate. So yeah, that was one day, and I don't remember if the second story was either the same day or the day after. I really don't remember, but it was still in like the same week. So, you know, when my friend had brought the hot sauce to school. Now, it actually ended up getting in trouble for this, which was ironic after, you know, news came out. So anyway, it was like the lunch that day of or the next day, and we had all tried, like, the hot sauce on our fingertips. And so this kid walks by, and he sees our eyes watering a little bit, and then, like I said, this group of, like, 5 or 6 of us, and so, you know, he's calling us a pussy or whatever. calling us pussies and just, you know, like, oh my god, you guys are so weak. And so we're like, you know what? No. The other day, I just had a fucking spoonful of this shit, so I want you to try a spoonful of this shit and not call us a pussy. He's like, alright, whatever. So we get him a spoon. We get him a fucking spoonful of this, either at lunch or, you know, in the morning or whatever. I'm pretty sure it was at lunch and, you know, the beginning of lunch. So we get him a spoonful of this. He has it. Oh my god, his reaction was basically the same as mine and my friends. He's like, oh my god. You know, he's like spitting and he's just reacting to it pretty poorly, which we found hilarious, obviously, because we're, you know, sophomores in high school at this point. And I was super happy, and I'm like, you know what? Yes, that's exactly how it fucking was. It sucked, I know, and there you fucking go. That's what you get for calling us pussies or whatever. So what I ended up hearing later basically makes this fucking story for me. It makes it so much more hilarious, is he ended up puking all of his lunch. I'm pretty sure he had pizza this day because, you know, I heard this before I actually saw it, but I heard like, oh my god, dude, this kid, you know, threw up after all the hot sauce, and we're like, what? So he ended up throwing up all of his lunch after he ate it, which I found hilarious. So what I forgot to mention earlier was clearly all this hot sauce mixed with the pudding hurt my stomach like a bitch that morning, but I ended up getting better, but still. So anyway, he ends up throwing up on, like, you know, the front of the school, and, you know, my friends, we all go out there and we go, like, see it, and it is just 10-inch by fucking 1-inch tall, like, perfectly circular almost, puddle of just fucking puke, dude. It was so gross. It was so much puke, more than I had, you know, seen in a long time in just one spot, and, dude, he just, like, got outside and just let loose after lunch, and I was like, oh, God, man, that's what you fucking get. So I found that absolutely hilarious, and, you know, it didn't even, like, spread out that much. I don't know if it was in the grass or in the dirt or whatever, but it was just, like, a circle of just nasty puke, super tall, and just, oh, it was gross. It was gross. Practically its own pizza. So later in, like, the week or the next week or whatever, news ends up spreading about this, and so we end up getting in trouble by, like, one of the passers-by that, you know, we can't have this hot sauce at school anymore because, you know, this kid threw up, and because of our reaction to it and everything like that, and a lot of people wanted to try it, and so yeah, we were not allowed to bring the hot sauce to school, and we did end up bringing it a few more times, but we concealed it, you know, very, very well. So it was actually pretty hilarious, guys. I really did enjoy this fucking story. Don't ever do this, especially a spoonful of this fucking hot sauce. Remember the fact that I fucking love you guys. Let's see if we can do 600 likes on the story. I fucking love you guys. Have a great day.